It's a high-stakes game of where will they land in college football. We've seen all these moves. First it was Texas, Oklahoma to the SEC, and now UCLA and USC head from the Pac-12 to the Big Ten, which will be Big 30 by the time this is over. Who knows? But Paul Zeise, I want to ask you, first of all, if you're Pitt, do you stand pat or are you on the phones already? Because they made this move once before from the Big East to the ACC, which was a good move. But now, if Clemson and Miami should move, because there's talk that may happen, what should Pitt do?
Well, I mean, I guess you could work the phones, but, you know, it takes two to tango. I think the big thing is just sort of being in position and knowing what's coming and how it might change and where you might fit. But I think at the end of the day, the Big Ten teams and the SEC teams need somebody to play against. So this whole thing where we're going to go to 2 mega conferences of like 20 teams and, you know, there's only 40 teams in the whole country that matter, I just don't see that happening. I think it'll be something like 3 conferences or 4 conferences, but I think it'll be a total of like 60 teams, you know, the top 60 teams or whatever, or 60, maybe 64. And Pitt is well within the top 64, so I think there's a lot of alarmism going on that doesn't need to go on. At the end of the day, what it looks like, I'm not sure what it's all going to look like. But I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be 2 major conferences with everybody else left behind. I mean, right now the Pac-12 and Big 12 are talking about putting together some sort of alignment. Well, you know what? There's a lot of good schools left in those 2 conferences, so you could put something good together.
But, you know, if shuffle your feet, you lose your seat, Jeff. If you wait too long, you can actually be where West Virginia, I think, is now looking. What do they think of the Big 12?
Well, what did Pitt do when the Big East was falling apart? They grabbed onto a lifeline from the ACC. Yeah. You know, Heather, worked at Ohio State. She's from Michigan. You know, she went to school in Michigan. She knows Gene Smith. He was a mentor of hers. He's one of the most powerful guys in all of college sports. If I'm Heather, I'm using every one of those favors and trying to get into the Big Ten because the money difference is ridiculous. They're talking about $71 million a year from the television
for each team, right?
Pitt, if order for Pitt to be competitive at that level, they need that kind of money.
Yeah, and I'm not looking for a lifeline out of the ACC because I sort of agree with Paul. I mean, there are a lot of quality college football, college programs that it's not going to completely suck. They're not in the, you know, American Midwestern East Conference or something completely insane. I mean, they're okay where they are. But can they improve their footprint in the Big Ten? Absolutely. I would be looking to join that if at all possible. I don't know if it is.
Paul, the one thing that's going to be sacrificed are geographical rivalries, local rivalries. It seems like they don't matter anymore. Should they matter?
Well, I mean, I think that's part of the charm of college football. It probably is what separates it from the NFL more than anything else. But, I mean, that's the way that it's been trending in the last 20 years. I was just talking about somebody with this today. Oklahoma and Nebraska don't play, you know, for how many years they haven't played. Texas and Texas A&M basically don't play each other. I mean, it's the way it's going. I don't think it's good for the sport. I mean, you're an Ohio State guy. How would you, you know, get to the point where Ohio State and Michigan don't play each other? That's not good for college football.
Yeah, it's not
good. But again, whatever it is that that is driving all of this doesn't care about those things. It's all about the, you know, Jeff said, the money.
I do think there is room for some rivalries, but some of these conferences already have them built in. I mean, the SEC is already together, and the Big Ten brings USC and UCLA together, so that at least it brings them kind of as a pod. And Oklahoma and Texas, you know, they have some rivalries within there. It's now when you're starting to get, if you add a Washington or an Oregon or some of these other random schools outside, are you going to, you know, how are you going to do that to try to keep those fans in?
Jason, the wild card is Notre Dame. What do they do eventually, and should they remain independent? There's more money to be made in the conference.
Oh, I would. If I was Notre Dame, I would be jumping somewhere. I'd be full force. I don't know where makes the most sense to them. Probably the Big Ten as well. I mean, could you see them going to the SEC? That seems a little strange for me. But I mean, I would absolutely be jumping somewhere if I was Notre Dame.
That is the one wild card. If Notre Dame were to go to the ACC, which they're already partnered with them, they're already there, and they could look at that conference and say, it's a heck of a lot easier for us to win in that conference than the Big Ten. If Notre Dame goes to the ACC, all of a sudden the ACC, the profile of that league changes, and the amount of money that they're probably going to get in TV deals is going to change. So then all of a sudden, maybe you do go out and add a couple of other schools to make sure that you make the ACC as strong as possible. I mean, the ACC could get Arizona and Arizona State and, you know, a couple schools like that, and all of a sudden they've got a big footprint with a lot of TV markets too.
You know, there's a lot of great basketball schools, and you'd like to think that if they got together and formed a conference, they could make money even if just basketball season and their football be good enough that they could survive during that year. I mean, we're talking about Kansas, Arizona, Duke, North Carolina, even if you wanted a Villanova or somebody like that. I mean, you could make a great basketball conference. Maybe we see something like, maybe they go in that direction and some teams have football, some don't. I don't know.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the Penguins because they're heading to unrestricted free agency. They could lose a couple of big-time players or not. We'll talk about where that is and what's the best way for them to spend their money. It's next right here on the #1 Cochran Sports Showdown.